Hello, hello, hello. Ayan, kala ko nawala ako. Coach, hi. Baho muna tayo.
Yan. Evening, everyone. Good evening and Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm your moderator, Jorber Mamawal, welcoming you to the 29th episode of our Filta webinar, weekly learning and sharing sessions on topics, various topics by local and international tennis coaches, players, parents, and racket sports enthusiasts, brought to you by the Philippine Tennis Association and Milo. Okay, good evening, Coach Davis. Merry Christmas. Hello, Coach Davis. Yan, so... Yan, sige. So, if meron kayong mga comments, you should allow, yan, authorize StreamYard para makita yung mga comments ninyo. So, yun. Okay. So, and if you have any comments, questions, comments, shout out, so si Coach Davis ang in charge doon. So we would like to i-address nyo lang sa kanya, siya in charge doon. So thank you. Thank you din sa lahat na nag-share ng ating Filta webinar for tonight. Yan. So, hi Coach Davis. Yan, you're there. Yeah. So thank you sa viewers. We encourage you to ask questions, share yung live feed sa groups at sa mga tao habang live. Our topic for tonight is state of collegiate tennis in the Philippines. So ano po bang ibig sabihin nito? Yan. So para may idea kayo kung ano ang pinag-uusapan namin. Yan. So ito yung topic natin for tonight. Okay. Siguro gusto rin kasi naming malaman with the topic, what is the impact of siguro isa yung recently cancellation to our to our student athletes, especially in tennis, yung cancellation niya ng season 83. So, yun. And hopefully we can get the side also of the commissioners and the NCAA side. So, okay. At this point, we would like to welcome our guests for tonight who are all set and ready. Let's welcome ladies first, syempre, Coach Jenny Saret. Hi, Coach.
Hi, Gerber.
Isa,
Of course,
say hello
no.
to our
Isahin
viewers.
mo talaga. Good evening to everyone. To all the ones watching.
Yes, yes. So, andito rin po ulit for joining us tonight, ang St. Benil tennis coach ng NCAA, si Coach JR Moreno. Yan. Hi, Coach JR.
Hello, good evening.
Yan. Thank you for
Merry
guesting
Christmas sa
again.
lahat.
Yun, yes, Merry Christmas. So, sige, let's continue. So, Coach Jenny, yan, ang first question ko po sa inyo, after the UAAP board announced na yun nga na-cancel ang season 83, anong initial reaction nyo regarding the future of Ateneo women's team?
It's a good question, no, Gerber? Kasi actually this year even last season, we're supposed to be a strong team these past 2 seasons, But unfortunately, the pandemic had happened. So, but before the announcement, we've been training naman. Of course, the hardest part is really keeping the girls motivated, diba? To be with online training and then with online classes. It's a whole different challenge and experience for them. So, mas mahirap yata for the coaches to adopt to how to parang plan things again in a way na it's different as well and in a way of also maintaining it. Kaso, but so far it was okay naman. It's just a lot of work to maintain it and their motivation. But when the announcement happened, talagang, especially the seniors, that was the hardest part. The seniors, they were already crying. Kasi syempre, there's 2 seasons that they lost, diba? Hindi man lang sana kung 1, 2 seasons ang nawala sa kanila. So yung seniors are much harder to deal with. Kung paano mo i-comfort, console, especially, girls eh. Iba mga babae.
Yes.
So that was the experience on that.
So, nag-hello po si Coach Chris. Yan. Hi, Coach Jen. Coach Chris watching. Yan.
I have to be careful ba?
Hindi naman.
Lagot ka, Coach Jen.
Oo nga eh, bro. Talagang binention mo pa, no?
Yan. Yan. Hello po kay Coach Kurt De Guzman. Yan. Ang junior man po ng ating yan. Hi, Coach Kurt.
Hi.
Hi, Coach Kurt.
Merry Christmas. Yan. Sige.
Christmas.
So,
Coach JR, okay ah. Yan, naririnig mo ako?
yes, Coach. Very clear.
Nabanggit mo yung pangalang Chris kanina.
Yes, Coach. Nanonood siya.
Sa kanya, Pasko na. Coach Chris, Pasko na.
Yan, sige. Thank you, Coach. Sige, move on po. Next question naman kay St. Benil Coach Jer Moreno. Ano naman personal thoughts mo after nag-announce po ang NCAA host Letran na 4 ng priority sport events para sa season 96? Basketball, volleyball, swimming at athletics, pero walang tennis at soft tennis. Coach Jer.
Siyempre, nasad ako. Pero lahat naman tayo na siyempre gusto naman mag-NCAA ulit. Siyempre, babawi kami sa inyo kasi sa girls team, galing yung team nyo. So ngayon talagang wait and see talaga. So, pero I told my students na mga players na ready lang sila. So, pero medyo matatagalan.
Yan, okay. Thank you, Coach. Sige. For naman, ang next question natin, for Coach, NCAA Junior Mancom, Steve De Guzman, who is also a medal table tennis coach. Kaya Coach Kurt, kay Coach Kurt, tatawag namin sa iyo, okay? Meron bang particular reason bakit itong basketball, volleyball, swimming at athletics ang priority sports ng NCAA para season 96?
Kasi yung 4 na event, yan yung primary event ng NCAA. Yan yung, kumbaga, pagsasali ka, yan yung kailangan meron ka. So, nag-strict muna sila sa 4 na event for the NCAA. Perhaps, para hindi masyadong marami yung maging laro. So, 4 na event. yung pinag-decide ng host na Letran.
Okay. Yun. May question yata si Coach Davis. Coach Davis, may question ka ba kay Coach Kurt?
Actually kay tama. So, actually, kakapasok lang ng text, no? So, ano naman po yung status ng tennis at soft tennis sa NCAA Season 96 kasi hindi kasali sa priority sport? Coach Kurt.
Yung tennis at soft tennis, as of now, we're on bargaining meeting.
Yeah.
Actually, ang nagpupush yan kami and St. Benil for the tennis and soft tennis. Even table tennis kasi yan yung mga allowed ng di ba? Ng IATF for practice. So
Yes.
Mas makokontrol mo kasi 'di ba Coach JR, ang malalaro lang natin is single. Kaya medyo makokontrol natin yung tao, makokontrol natin yung number sa court, saka doon sa place. Mamomonitor natin and we can finish at least 2 to 3 days tapos agad yung tournament niyan. So yung sa NCAA pinag-aaralan pang maigi. Up to now, actually wala pang kumbaga on planning session pang NCAA, whether they do on bubble, they'll do virtual, lahat wala pa, hindi pa nila na-decide. Kasi maraming factor ang tinitingnan. Not only the place to play, but also, number one dyan, yung financial capability. Kaya ba magbabol ng NCAA? And isa pang nakikita kong reason kaya hindi maano masyado is, number one, yung health protocol. Yun ang isa pang tinitingnan ng NCAA.
I see. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Sige. Hi, Coach Andy. Hi, Sir Andy. Welcome. Yun, sige. Connect lang siya. Sige. Sir Andy, nandyan pa po ba kayo? Yan, sige. Sige, let's proceed po muna habang... ayan. Hi, Sir Andy. Yan. Kita na po kayo, Sir Andy. You can unmute na po. Thank you for joining us and Merry Christmas po. Ayan, sige. Coach Kurt, sige, habang nire-ready pa ni Coach Andy, ano naman po ang plano ng new NCAA TV partner na GMA7, Channel 7, para sa exposure ng NCAA tennis?
Wow! GMA7, right move yung ginawa ng NCAA sa totoo lang. It's a right move for the NCAA because mas matututukan ang NCAA. Not only, kasi sabi nga nila, they're all out. It's not only basketball, it's not only volleyball, but all the sports of the NCAA. Talagang tututukan nila. They will put a lot of highlights, lalo na sa tennis. Talagang kumbaga, alam niyo naman, yung GMA7, gutom pagdating sa sports. Kasi well-known ang GMA7 for Manny Pacquiao lang. Now, na ang NCAA, baka mabibigla ang lahat. Kaya, we're very, very grateful ang NCAA nasa GMA7 na ngayon.
Yun. Yeah, Coach. Sige, thank you, Coach Kurt. Coach Alan, habang okay pa yung connection niya. Coach Alan, hello. Good evening. Merry Christmas. Yan, Coach Alan of Adamson. So, same question po kanina with Sir Coach Jen. Ano pong initial reaction nyo regarding sa future ng Adamson team nung nalaman nyo na na-cancel ang season 83? Coach Alan. Coach Alan, ayun, wala. Sige. Sir Andy, nandiyan na po ba kayo? Hi, Sir Andy. Sige, let's proceed po muna habang nag-aayos po. Anong chance na ano pala? Coach Davis, ikaw, baka may question pa kayo.
Nice.
Kay Coach Kurt.
Thank you, Coach.
Madaming question yan. Si Coach Davis, tinuruan ni Coach Christian.
Yan. Sige, Coach Kurt, ito na lang. Ano chance po na mabigyan ng TV exposure ng hindi kasing sikat ng soft tennis, considering nakatatlong golds plus 1 bronze medal ang soft tennis during the 2019 SEA Games. Yan. Coach Kurt.
Actually, sa GMA, they promise all of the, bukod sa apat na sports, yung primary sports natin, lahat ng other sports will be highlight. So kung maganda yung mga pairing natin, magkaroon tayo ng ano. Yung soft tennis, syempre, hindi pwedeng maiwan kasi regular sports yan So, they give time also na mabigyan ng kahit paano on finals, ma-highlights yung laro.
Opo. Wow.
And I'm very sure maipapalabas ito on a free TV.
Wow.
Kaya mapapanood ng milyon-milyon Pilipino ang laro ng NCAA.
Hi sir, Coach Alan. Kapuso na. Hi Coach Alan, narinig niyo na po ba kami? Coach Alan, nandiyan po. Yan, Coach Alan. Yun. Okay, sige, let's proceed po muna habang inaayos pa po yung aming internet. Yan. Coach Kurt, sige, ang daming tanong. Anong chance naman mabigyan din ng
Finally, magkaka-exposure na rin.
Yun. Sige, Coach Kurt, anong chance na mabigyan din ng anong chance mabigyan din ng exposure ang boys tennis sa junior division?
Actually, Jerv,
Kapuso tayo.
ng NCAA, GMA, ang bargaining niya, it's not only senior division Kasama parati ang junior division. So, kumbaga doon sa no one left behind.
I see.
Lahat mabibigyan ng chance na ma-expose, lahat mabibigyan ng chance na ma-highlight yung laro. Whether kahit yung larong chess na paborito ni Coach Davis, ma-highlight
Chess, Thank you, Coach Kurt. Sige, Coach Alan, okay na po ba yung internet connection nyo? Yan, narinig nyo po ba kami? Ayun, sige. Hi, Sir Andy. Welcome to our, ayun, at least andito na po kayo. Paki-unmute lang po, Sir Andy.
Hi there. Yun. Masama kanina, wala akong marinig kanina Sorry.
Okay lang po. No problem. At least Merry Christmas po at nakapasok kayo. Welcome po sa ating webinar. Ayun, meron po bang plano sa season 84, Sir Andy, na mag-first semester ang tennis since inabot ng cancellation sa season 82 at 83 due to the pandemic?
Wala pang word from the board, actually. From the management committee, they haven't said anything yet. I'm still waiting for their instructions.
Ayun. Ano naman po ang naging reaction nyo, Commissioner Andy, nung nabalitaan nyo ang cancel ng UAAP Season 83?
Well, I'm particularly, ang worry ko sa mga student athletes, especially those, kasi scholars yan may malaking chance na yung ibang teams, which I heard na medyo cutting down on the scholarship, no? So silang ipit. That's my main concern actually for them. Kasi in terms of playing years daw, UAP will make adjustments to allow them to play. Although mahirap din yun kasi if you graduate and you start working, wala na yun, di ba? You're in the workforce na. So, tapos na yung UAP career mo, basically.
Tama. Ayun. Okay, so, ayun. Commissioner Andy, dagdag ko na rin po. No? Ano naman po ang plano ng, since pag-usapan namin yung TV partnership ng NCAA, ano naman po ang plano ng new UAAP TV partner channel 5 para sa exposure to UAAP tournament?
Well, they promise to increase coverage of other sports, no? So we're looking forward to that. Hindi lang delayed coverage ng finals yung makikita ang papalabas sa TV, tennis.
Okay. Yun, thank you. Sige. Uh, sige po. Let's proceed po muna. Sige. Coaches, nadinig nyo naman siguro yung mga exposure ng tennis sa mga bagong television partners sa mga respective leagues. Okay, anong comment nyo? Sige, let's start tayo kay Coach Jen. Sige po.
Sorry, Gerber, what was the question again?
Narinig nyo po kasi, at least narinig nyo na straight from them na yung mga exposure ng mga planong exposure ng tennis sa mga
What a signal.
television partners sa
Parang robot yung mga kausap ko.
Ano pong comment nyo? Coach Jen.
Well, it remains yet to be seen.
Okay.
Kasi basically, tennis is not really, it's not always, one of the sports in UAP that is, televised. Kasi I guess partly because it's long, diba?
Yeah, it's
so
not time-based.
it's good. It's a good idea, but I think it needs to be started for it to really push through and happen.
Ila-live na lang natin, Coach. Ano.
Live stream pwede pa live stream na lang.
Yeah.
Si Coach JR po, kayo po, ano nyo, comment nyo doon, yung mga ganun, nasabi nila po.
Medyo hindi ko masyado naririnig kasi may...
Sige. Ano po, yung mga exposure ng tennis, regarding the exposure ng tennis sa mga bagong TV partners sa NCAA at UAAP.
Ako, ano din. Same din kay Coach Jen. Live stream na lang din. Parang sa US Open. Para hindi masyado maraming tao.
Opo. Yan, okay. Hi, Coach Alan. Yan, na-clear na po ba kayo? Yan, ang Adamson. Coach Alan, hello. Good evening po. Naririnig niyo na po kami. Yan. Sige. Let's, i-proceed na po muna natin. Sige. Pag-usapan naman natin ang napaka-importanting eligibility rules. Yan, Commissioner, actually nabanggit na, pero anong status ng mga seniors na hindi makakalaro? Dahil may naka-cancel ang UAAP Season 83, Coach Andy. Sir Andy.
Yeah, like I said, adjustments will be made for seniors. In effect, 2 years nang hindi makakalaro yung mga players ng tennis, no? 82 and 83. So, adjustments will be made for age and playing years. But like I said, no, if you're already out of school and you've already graduated, then I don't see why a lot of these students will have gotten jobs already. So maybe 80% of them will not be able to play anymore. Yun ang hinanakit ng mga seniors Parang wow, sayang yung 2 playing years nila nawala, no?
Opo, yes. So, yun ang impact. Okay. Thank you, Coach Andy. Sir Andy. Coach Kurt, kumusta din po ang eligibility sa collegiate naman sa inyo? At high school, seniors, pati age limit na 18 for juniors at 25 for college athletes. Yan.
Actually, sa NCAA, for high school,
sige po, go ahead.
For high school, nagkaroon na rin ng mga adjustment. Naging ang limit natin is 19 below na. Kasi nga sa K-12, may 18, may 19 Then, yung repeater for grade 12 will be allowed as long na meron pa grade na na kinukuha. Sa college, ang ibinigay na magandang is for the player talaga mag-extend yung player kasi they allow now enrolling for 6 units ang isang player. For those trimester and quadmester yata, ganun din ang binigay sa kanila. So 50% passing na lang ang kinukuha doon. That is for season 96. Ha? It's not, kumbaga hindi yan carry over for season 97 o 98 kung sakali.
Okay. Ayun. Sige. Thank you, Coach Kurt. Ano naman po, coaches, kayo po, ano nyo doon? Coaches, kayo naman po, meron ba kayong suggestion or comments regarding sa eligibility rules habang pandemic?
Visit.
Okay, Coach Jen, sige po.
Yes, sir.
Coach Jen, ano po comments nyo po dun sa eligibility or suggestions pala, sorry.
Well, we cannot really say anything about because that's a UAP board decision, diba? So as coaches, we just really have to follow what they also have decided and planned. But I guess sayang naman kasi yung mga players then, like the seniors nga, who have already missed 2 years of their playing years. And for them especially, it is not a really good ending to their college career. So, but if ever, I think if we want to push through with tennis during this time, even if it's coming into the second semester of the next school year, I think maybe we just need to make adjustments with the format, making it shorter, para at least just letting it happen pa rin for the sake of the players. Because other than that, this parang baliwala lahat ng hirap din nila. So I think those are the things that we can make adjustments to in order to make it happen.
Thank you, Coach Jen. Thank you, Coach Jen.
I would suggest that. That's why Andy is here. Andy is here, so I would suggest it to Andy.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Jen. I'm 100% behind you there. In fact, before season 83 was canceled, they had already asked, the Mancom had already asked me through Executive Director Rebo to formulate a shortened program. We were going to institute a bubble tournament na nga. 2 weeks lang, tapusin namin. So we'd have shortened matches and then and play every day para tapos within 2.5 weeks. We could have done it but the main issue with the board was the student safety basically. And parang hindi ma-justify na kung wala kang face-to-face classes, why do you have face-to-face competition? That's basically yun yung kwan dun eh. That's yung rationale. That's the be all and end all of things. If you don't have face-to-face classes, how can you have face-to-face competition? Yun. And that was it.
Sure.
That was the end of the discussion.
Yes. Yun. Kumbaga, alam na.
Thank you. Okay, Coach JR, kayo naman po. Ano po may suggestion po kayo?
Ako, follow up ko lang i-continue ko lang yung kay Coach Jen.
Opo.
Kung maganda naman yung protocols, tsaka kung maingat naman talaga, kaya naman talaga for the next year. Kasi right now, if you go to other clubs, naglalaro naman talaga ng mga tennis players eh.
Yeah.
So, kailangan lang talaga na pag-usapan sa amin naman sa Mancom, sa mga boards na kaya siya. Kasi napagbigyan nga nila yung mga showcase sports like basketball, volleyball, lalo na sa tennis, wala naman talaga, malayo naman talaga. So, maybe can be change sa mga formats na short sets or 1 to 6 na sudden death. Tapos wala nang change court para mabilis lang talaga. So, ganyan. Yun lang yung kaya siya kasi ginagawa na ngayon sa ATP eh. So, yun lang.
Okay. Yan. Coach Kurt, narinig nyo na yun, ha?
Pero, diba, totoo yan.
Okay.
Okay yun, ayan, yan. Well
Actually,
noted.
NCAA is
Noted.
open for, for suggestion naman.
Yun. Yun. Okay. Yun. Good to hear. Sige po. Okay, let's move on po. Naglabas ng memo ang Games and Amusement Board or GAB. Ito ang government agency ng professional sports sa Pilipinas. So, na pinapayagan ng GAB ang professional student athletes na mag-compete against sa university at college level. Tawag nila parang special guest license. Commissioner Andy, bali, ano ang stand ng UAAP regarding this?
We're not support by the first. As the for for our competitions, because we're not covered, we're not under GAP. We're an amateur competition, so I don't think that affects the UAP.
I see.
If we have to seek permission to for the competition, it will be with IATF, not GAP.
I see. Okay. Yun, Commissioner Andy, alam din natin sa mga tennis open tournaments, merong prize money. So, ano effect nito sa mga UAAP tennis players na, if ever, tumatanggap ng prize money? If may.
Actually, there's an ITF rule there that as long as your prize money does not reach a certain level, it's considered part of the covering part of the expenses of the competition, which is allowed. So you keep your amateur status that way.
Okay. Thank you. Sige po. With this GAB, kayo tayo sa inyo, Coach Kurt, sa NCAA, ano naman po ang effect niya sa mga NCAA student athletes, Coach Kurt? Sige, Coach Kurt, go ahead. Sige po.
Jeff, actually dun sa NCAA, yung sa GAB, it's not, hindi naman talaga sa student player yan. Doon yan sa mga player na sumasahod talaga ng malit na sumasahod na. Kaya nagkaroon ng yung GAB. And kaya nila professionalize yung mga league na naglaro ngayon. For the safety na rin ng liga, yung may-ari, yung mga owner, team owner. So, yung sinasabi ngayon ni Gab na pupunta yung player as a special permit yan Special permit yung mangyayari sa isang player. Depende din naman yan sa sa owner kung tatanggapin niya Kasi, alam mo, Jer, pinag-usapan din yan sa NCAA. Malaking risk kasi kung papayagan natin yung player laro sa sabay ng NCAA, other league, malaking risk. Kung ma-injury yung player sa school, hindi siya makakapirma dun sa team na sasalihan niya. Kung ma-injury siya dun sa team na sinasalihan niya, mawawala yung privilege niya sa school. So, talagang dapat i-insist na lang natin sa player na you play for your alma mater muna hanggat hindi ka natatapos ng playing years.
I think
yun ang magandang dapat gawin ng mga school.
Sige, Coach Andy.
Yeah, I think both UAP and NCAA do not allow students to join competitions while the league is ongoing. In fact, NCAA is stricter about it.
Yes, sir.
Tama NCAA before the league starts.
While the league
hindi sila pwede.
Ongoing, hindi pwede maglaro. Tama.
Yeah, even before pa yata, may time period before the start of the league. But UAP, the UAP is more lenient about student athletes playing competitions outside the league, as long as the league is not ongoing.
Coach Kurt, segue lang konti sa table tennis. Naalala ko, meron kang Coach Kurt, segue lang konti.
Yung sinasabi may cash prize.
Opo. Yes, Coach.
Yung regarding sa may cash prize, tama yung sabi ni Coach Andy. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng may cash prize na professional Ang professional yung sumasahod mismo yung player that he got a contract on the team. At napalaki ng nung cash price. Baka doon pwedeng habulin ng GAB. But right now, yung GAB kaya niya sinentralize to dahil din sa mga team owner na, alam mo na, may hinahabol na player. So, sinentralize niya, both not only in PBA, sinama nga niya yung 3-on-3, then itong MPBL finals, even NBL, one of the amateur league din na nagano is sinama niya nila saka WNBL. Doon lang naapektuhan sa PFL eh. Pero sa atin, tennis, I'm not hindi naman yan anin ng GAB agad-agad eh.
Okay.
Depende yan kung there is a league na talaga ang dinadala ng isang player is malalaking kumpanya. Doon yun.
Okay.
Correct.
Coach Kurt, segue ako konti sa table tennis. Naalala ko, merong ka table tennis player na nanalo international tournament with prize money. Anong ruling doon at anong ruling ngayon with GAB? Memo?
Doon sa mga table tennis player, same lang sa tennis. Lahat ng mga prizes, cash prizes, it's not that basta ang nasa isip ni GAB, once it's a big company nang nandoon na involved and the player is sumasahod ng napakalaki, doon na sila pumapasok. But yung mga tournament like National Open dito sa Bacolod, dito sa ganyan, hindi masyadong inaano ni GAB yan. Because parang exposure lang ng bata yan. Yung expenses niya, doon din nababawi, di ba? Kung natalo ka nga, talong-talo ka eh. Walang bawi.
Okay. Sige. Thank you, Coach Kurt. Sige. Coaches, mapunta naman po tayo sa mga coaches. Kumusta naman ang mga tennis players nyo? Kumusta ang training? Meron bang new players? Sige, Coach James.
Of course, training still continues. Because mahirap naman bigla na lang ma-off sila. So parang ang layo ng habulin ulit. So, although it's minimized, kasi nga, syempre, it's so limited, but as much as possible, we still continue it. And I think just need to be able to really continue the motivation that they continue playing. Kasi right now, if they look at it, ang haba ng season pa. Especially for UAP tennis, diba? We just, parang, usually student athletes are what? The first thing that they're going to do is tatamarin. So that's why we try to maintain, as coaches, we still try to really keep them fit, keep them organized, and always in touch with them during this time, even if it's online training or online workout.
Coach JR, sa inyo po. Kumusta po ang training at meron bang mga new players?
Kami wala munang new players kasi naka-freeze yung recruitment namin ngayon. Next is yung naka-online naman yung mga players. Once in a while, chine-check namin sila. Meron kaming pinapagawang weekly exercises, tapos minsan nagsisend sila ng mga videos nila na nagte-training sila with the other players na kasama nila. And medyo mahirap ngayon dahil most of my players are from the province. So, alam naman natin, yung nasa mga province, pag nandun sila, buhay nila, tennis din. So, hindi ako masyado nababahala. As compare na kung naiwan sila dito, wala silang pupuntahan. Doon sa province, bahay tennis na. Kaya okay lang din sa amin. So, continuous monitoring.
Yes po.
Tapos, wait and see rin.
Coach JR, kasi nag-champion dito sa men's division last February sa PCA. Na-award na ba ng NCAA ang trophy at medals ng St. Benil?
Sa amin, hindi pa. Wala pa naman. Kasi, syempre, meron pa tayong dapat isang event na sa soft tennis. So, buti na lang na matapos natin yung NCAA 2 days before lockdown. So wala pa ngayon.
Okay.
So bali 2 years kami champion yan kung walang NCAA next year.
Oo.
2 in a row.
Oo nga, tama. May point eh. Thank you. Coach Jenny, last 2019 PCA Intercollegiate, correct po ba na kayo ang nag-champion sa women's division at tinalo nyo Lasal? Tama ba? Kung natuloy ba ang UAP tennis noon, parang yun na din bang preview, meaning Ateneo na mag-UAP women's champion?
Yun na lang reaction ko. Para sa sobrang kasayangan. Nasayang na sayang. Yeah, actually, it was a good, it was really a good, it was a preview talaga. I mean, it was a good year, solid team, which, you know, I rarely can get being Ateneo. But, and the girls were also really motivated. So it was really a good time, kumbaga. But, ewan ko ba? Mukhang ayaw pa. Hindi satisfied with one season, ginawa pang dalawa.
Ayun.
But,
Di ba may eligibility ka pa, Pen?
Meron pa,
Huwag mo muna
pero
pag-graduate.
syempre. Oo naman. Pero, syempre, alam mo yung marami rin papasok na bago, diba? O syempre, nag-away uli ngayon yung nagiging strong uli yung ibang teams.
Oo.
So talagang, ay nako. It's always a
Sinasadya lang
challenge,
nila
believe
para
me.
sa iyo yan, Jen.
Always.
Sinasadya ka.
Oo nga, ikaw, Shandy, halata, nahalata mo.
Oo, nahalata ko yung sinasadya ka.
Alam ni Andy, all these years palagi, pagdating sa akin. Exciting palagi pag Ateneo.
Yan, so, thank you, Coach Jen. Yan. I'm sure si Coach Alan, kung yun nga, natuloy, I think nakakapag-ready or at least title contender na at least ang Adamson.
Si Alan, di ba?
Opo, nawawala po eh.
Pumasok eh.
Opo, yun nga eh. Tatanong sana natin kung kumusta yung team. Kung I'm sure title contender na ba ang Adamson na if ever matuloy ang next UAP season yun. So,
depende yan. As the lineup stands, unless they get new players, medyo mga 2-3 years pa siguro.
I see. Okay.
Marami pa mabigat sa kabila sa ibang teams eh.
I see. Yun. Okay. Sige, for Commissioner Andy at Coach Kurt, ang successful basketball setup ngayon, ang sports bubble tulad ng ginawa ng NBA, PBA, NBL, feasible ba yun? Setup kung gagawin sa San Agustin indoor courts or sa world-class venue with 11 indoor hard courts at merong dormitories at other rooms na pwedeng gawing accommodation.
We had planned for that actually, including the protocols. In fact, well, as an aside, I was part of a golf tour bubble just recently, which was the protocols were approved by both GAB and the IATF, and that was what I was going to propose to the UAP board. It calls for like parang yung officials mo kasi kailangan mo magbawas for in that sense eh. Maybe umpire na lang, wala na mga linesmen, ball boys wala na rin, no. So at most baka ayoko naman mapunta sa roving umpire lang, no, kasi masakit sa ulo ko yun. But maybe at least one umpire per match, and then but no more ball boys. Kaya yun eh, na nakaplano na sa amin eh. Pero we had the map, we had the setup planned already. But maybe for season 84, kung ganito pa rin ang sitwasyon, we can implement that.
Good. That's good to hear. Ayun. Sige. Coach Kurt, sa atin po sa NCAA. Yan, sige Coach Kurt, yan, okay na po.
Sa NCAA, ganoon din eh. Actually, ang architect ng NCAA bubble for lawn tennis is your dad, Coach Joby Mamawal. He even do what we call this, lahat ginawa niya na eh. Pati financial, nandun na eh. Pinasok niya na eh. We'll be playing on one venue na may maraming tulugan, ganyan. At saka susundin ng health protocol, lahat. But yun nga, as long as there is no face-to-face, sabi nga ni Coach Andy kanina, mahirapan talaga magkaroon collegiate league. Kasi yung sa IATF, yung, remember Coach Andy, yung CHED Memorandum for Sports Practices ng collegiate, hindi pa rin yata napipirma ng ng the whole IATF eh. Kaya mahirap din ipasok agad na mag-tournament kung wala ring approval from CHED. Kasi yun din ang isang governing body na naghahawak sa atin. But possible lahat yan, Jerb, dun sa ginawa ni Coach Joby na tournament bubble. Kasi nandun lahat, pati sponsor, pinasok na nga niya. Galing talaga Coach Joby. Lahat magagawa ng paraan, parang MacGyver yan eh. So, konting twist na lang, sinishare naman namin sa NCAA. But yun rin, ang isang concern lang, kaya hindi na is, wala pang vaccine, wala pang face-to-face. So, medyo nagkakaroon ng, delay. Kasi kahit sa ibang event, ganun din, nadi-delay kasi nga of the issue of health protocol.
I see. Okay. Sige po. Thank you,
Coach Drew. Hello?
Sige, Coach Davis, go ahead.
Ayun na. Ay, sorry. Medyo mahina lang yung signal. So, this question is for, for Commissioner Andy. So, last December 17 po, merong lumabas na article by Bong Lozada sa Inquirer. Ang title, MVP Group Willing to Allocate COVID-19 Vaccines to UAAP. Sabi po ni MVP, to make sure that UAAP Season 84 goes on without a hitch, the vaccines are for the UAAP students athlete if it becomes available. So, yun po. So, yun yung article na lumabas.
Nakamit lang po, sir.
Yeah, that's great news, no? If and when the vaccine becomes available, but it's yung taking of the vaccine is another matter itself. No? I think it's a personal decision for the athlete, for the student athlete, whether he wants to take it or not. It can't be forced upon them. So even though it's available, like for anyone, no, hindi mo naman pwedeng pwerso ng kahit sino na kumuha ng vaccine if they don't want to. So meron ding doon. There's still a chance na ayaw ng athlete, no? For one reason or another. So that can't be mandatory upon them. Or maybe if it's mandatory, then they forfeit the chance to play if they don't take the vaccine. That will have to be discussed by the Mancom. I think that's a Mancom or management committee decision more than myself or the executive director.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, Andy.
Ayun, sige. Sa mga coaches po, anong mga comment nyo? Yun nga, yung sa mga bubble, yan, tapos na may accommodation, yan. Si Coach Jen, yan. Ganun po. Anong comment nyo?
it will be a good idea to have it, if it is to push through, talaga. Of course, it's going to be a bubble, but, like what Andy had said a while ago, there was a plan. I think that the plans sounded a good idea, because it's shorter period anyway. But kasi I think one of the concerns then doon will be, of course, a lot of the players are all from the province. So it's also a question of how bringing them here back into Manila. Then what, magko-quarantine pa, period pa sila and all that. So all that hassle, hindi naman pwede pagkadating nila dito, game kagad. Syempre, they'll have to make the preparations also. So it's a lot of planning. But even if it's going to be in a bubble, it's still a lot of planning to take.
Thank you, Coach Jen. Coach JR, kayo po, comment po.
Ako, comment ko doon. Siyempre mahirap, pero once na na-approve siya by the NCA or UAP, lahat ng coaches yan gagalaw na ulit. Especially, for sure, yung mga provincial players, gutom na rin, na ready to come back. So, para sa akin, sana malaman lang by January para meron tayong another 6 to 7 months to prepare. Ako, gusto ko lang matuloy kahit anong mangyari. Parang kung pagbigyan, hindi pagbigyan. Siyempre, sana tuloy-tuloy lang yung nandiyan naman sila Coach Kurt sa mga namin, sa mga mantle namin.
Opo.
So, good. Tuloy lang.
Sige, thank you.
Natuloy.
Opo.
Jerb, if I may lang, no?
Sige.
I think the sentiment ng lahat nandito is we want it to happen, di ba? No one want,
Very
all
clear.
of us want, all of us want to play. I want to see the students play. I mean, coaches, but it's a decision that's not ours to make right now.
Yes, Coach.
So, but I think the ones who are above us have the best interests of the players, the athletes, the students in mind naman. So, sometimes we don't see the risk, but they do. So, we just have to trust, and then we just have to hope na sooner rather than later, we'll be back on the court. No?
Ako, thank you po, Coach Sir Andy, dun sa parting words. Kasi napaka-informative ng session natin tonight. Kaya lang, time up na po. Kaya parting words na po tayo. Nag-start na po kay Coach Andy. Coach Jen, sige po. Kayo, parting words po.
Well, thanks for inviting me here. I'm the only female here anyway. And
Importante kayo, Coach.
and I figured that was the reason, Gerber. Kailangan yung But I do hope that the matuloy din itong for the next season, so that at least kasi kawawa naman talaga yung mga student athletes. I think 2 season is already enough for them not to be able to play, and of course they all want a good college experience, diba? So I think hopefully it will happen, sometime next year. But of course, we just really need to, I think, plan it really well and, pray that it does push through. And, maybe, hopefully, we get to see everyone again on the court.
Coach JR, sige po, parting words.
Sa akin, halos nasabi na lahat ni Coach Jen. So, bali, gusto ko lang talaga matuloy rin. Ang good thing lang is tulungan tayo paano natin i-push through. Nandiyan na talaga yung COVID . So, let's not lose hope na hindi siya matuloy. So, kung lahat tayo mapakita natin na kaya siya gawin, so mapupush through yan. Ako, alam ko mapupush through yan. So, positive lang lahat. Kasi syempre, nandiyan na yung COVID eh. We need to deal with it. Live with it na lang. Suppose more ano na lang, prayers, tsaka safety na lang. So extra safety sa lahat. And happy ako na thank you pala na in-invite mo rin ako dito. So, yan.
Sure. And thank you rin for guesting again, Coach Jen, Coach JR. Coach Kurt, yan, parting words po.
Parting words. Thank you sa pag-invite. Thank you dahil na-share namin on behalf of NCAA yung mga plan. Then I hope ma-overcome na to, matapos na. So coaches, players, tennis players, stay safe, stay strong, and stay healthy. And last word, better nasa bahay kayo kasi alam mahirap na. Then kung si Santa Claus ay hindi makakarating dahil makwa-quarantine, isang tao lang po ang pwedeng makarating sa bahay natin. Si Coach Chris Cuarto po. Siya po ang magdadala ng regalo galing kay Santa Claus. Ito po yun. Wala po kami.
Shoutout sa'yo, Coach
Chris,
Chris.
kung nanonood ka, nandito kami, nag-aabang sa ayuda, sa third tranche ng gobyerno na nasa iyo. Kami kalimutan.
Yan. Ayun. So again,
Better watch out, better not cry. Coach Chris will come into town. David.
and thank you again, Coach Jen, Coach Davies, Coach JR, Sir Andy, Coach Alan. Thank you, Coach Kurt. Yan. Thank you for joining us again. Yeah, so we'll now proceed. Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Coach Davies, ayan, we'll now proceed with our equipment corner. Yeah. So, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Gerb.
Thank you.
You, players, bowlers, contenders, fighters, listen up. Nobody was born a top player. You are made in adversity, passion, and work. More than a sport, it's a state of mind. A player is willing to pay the price, whatever it takes. Courage is the most powerful weapon, and strength is nothing without control. It's what keeps you in the zone. We are a team, on and off court, sharing pain and gain, success and defeats. We never quit, we never leave the fight. We learn together, and we are committed to reach the top, driven by excellence. Whatever you achieve, the most important shot is the next one. This is a road, this is your road. Together, we will be on the road to the ATP World Tour.
Hi, Coach Davis.
Yon, good evening, Coach Jerb. Good evening sa lahat ng viewers. So, as you can see, napakaganda ng message ng video na pinalabas. So, very interesting yung video eh. So, Coach Jerb, ano kaya yung tennis equipment na i-feature natin for tonight?
Ay, excited na ako malaman kung ano equipment natin tonight. Nasaan na ba si Coach Martin? Mark! Yun!
Good evening, everybody. Good evening sa'yo, Jerb. Good evening sa'yo, Davis. Kamusta kayo? Mabuti naman ako dito sa Subic. At ito, maganda yung mensahe ng video natin na is really, di ba? Sports is a wonderful avenue to really learn about life and the fight and to develop to be a champion. Siyempre, nobody was born a champion, di ba? Kasi sinasabi doon. So you have to develop it as a ayusin natin ang proseso. So thank you. Maganda yung ating i-feature ngayon kasi para sa para sa mga bata, mga nagsisimulang tennis player. T-Flash 255 na racket ng Technifiber and the Tour Endurance backpack ng Technifiber din. Simulan natin sa unang sa raketa. Yung T-Flash 255 range ng Technifiber. Head size nito is 645 square centimeters. Ang weight is 255 grams. Yung 255, ang ibig sabihin nun is the weight of the racket. Yung balance niya is 335 millimeters. And the length niya is 68.5 square centimeters. The lightest racket in the T-Flash range, ideal for small or young players who are improving. An impressive blend of power and stability without the need for effort. So ito yung para sa mga nagsisimula, dinidevelop pa lang nila yung muscle nila. Siyempre, hindi ka naman bibili ka ganyan raketang napakabigat, di ba? Davis, ito yung inaano mo. Ito yung sinasuggest mo sa estudyante mo na ito muna, to develop your muscle, para mas magawa mo yung swing mo, is to have a very light racket. Pero it has power and it has control and stability. Di ba? So, yun yung raketang finiture natin ngayon. This is a very ang ganda ng kulay, yung puti.
Yes.
Saka yung kulay talaga, modern, di ba?
Magugustuhan po talaga ng mga bata yan.
Sa ano ba
lang, oo.
Yung weight ba na yan, pwede rin sa mga, syempre, yung mga senior natin, parang ideal din ba yan?
Sa mga nagsisimula kasi, importante yung raketang bagaan muna para ma-develop muna nila yung mga muscles nila sa kamay, sa wrist, na mas swing nila, mas marami silang swing na magagawa kaysa sa mabigat. Kasi pag mabigat, maaring ma-injury sila dahil mahina pa ang kanilang kamay. At saka ang braso nila mahina pa. So, to maneuver the racket, you need a racket that is balanced, stable, and very light, 255 grams. Yun ang pinaka-lightest sa range na to sa range ng haba ng raketa. So, ina-advise natin yan sa mga nagsisimula. Magaling na, pero gusto pa nila mag-practice para mas marami silang oras sa court kaysa yung napapagod kagad sila sa mabigat na raketa. So, yun. Siyempre, teternohan nyo na yung bag yan. Di ba?
Talaga, may
baka-
bag ulit, coach. Kasi yung
Oo,
huli, ang ganda
maganda.
na, coach eh.
Coach, yung
unang-
last ano natin, coach eh. Yung last featured bag natin, sobrang ganda eh. Sigurado pati ito, maganda
Yeah.
rin. For sure.
Yes, yung unang feature natin, nasa parehong range yan ng bags. Ito yung mga bagong labas ng Technifiber. Yung una, mas malaki. Mas ilang raketa yung ano mo. Tsaka marami kang mailalagay sa bag niyo. Ito, backpack.
Yes.
Ito yung Tour Endurance range na backpack ng Technifiber. Designed to withstand the extreme conditions that players face on the tour or in the club. Yan, ang ganda. Oh. See?
Ganda.
This is made out of 60% PVC and 40% polyester. Okay?
Wow.
It is the benchmark in terms of durability. Tibay, matibay. Sana sabi ng Technifiber na matibay ito. Unless siguro i-cutter mo to para mabutas, pero tingin ko hindi mabubutas basta to. Tear-proof. Tear-proof pala to. Tear-proof. Hindi napupunit. Tear-proof. Tarpaulin material. Tarpaulin. Alam niyo yung tarpaulin yung ginagamit sa mga streamers, di ba? Tibay nun. Waterproof construction, ergonomic carrying system. Pwede mo siyang magandang dalhin sa
Waterproof,
sa ka lang. No. Waterproof yan. Miski umuulan, hindi mo kailangan lagyan ng payong.
Waterproof.
Galing.
So, it will accompany you for long tennis sessions, all sessions, as well as on tournament tours on the other side of the world. Kahit sa ka pumunta. Ano yan, malamig, mainit, kaya niya yung situation. So RS Endurance Backpack is the most popular choice for its versatility, comprising a large central compartment, may malaki siyang compartment, a shoe pocket, and 3 accessories pockets. May tatlo siyang accessories pockets, tapos may shoe, lalagyan ng sapatos, tsaka may isang malaking compartment, doon mo nga ilalagay yung mga t-shirt mo, mga bola, mga iba pang gamit na gagamitin mo sa tennis, or kung nag-aaral ka, ibang notes mo, notebook mo, ganyan dyan, computer, pwede mo siya ilagay. It's racket pocket on the back.
Sobrang handy pala niya, coach.
Oo, sa likod niya may zipper dyan, pwede mo ilagay yung raketa mo doon. It can also hold a computer as well as documents. Pwede hindi lang raketa, pwede mo lagyan ng mga computer yan, cushioned para for impact. Making the bag perfect for tennis, school, business, or other sports. A very practical backpack.
Sino po ba ang distributor niyan dito sa Philippines?
Distributor niyan dito is ang Atletico International sa may Parañaque sila eh. Pero you can avail of the products sa mga leading sports stores like Toby's, Chris Sports, Proline, SM department stores, some SM department stores nandiyan sila. So available. Yun lang nga yung baka yung model or something, baka kung gusto mo talagang maano yan, ang distributor niyan is Atletico International, which is managed by Mr. Roland So. Roland So, yung dati natin Davis Cupper, di ba?
Yes.
Hero, Davis Cup hero. So,
Wow.
ang equipment is very important to play safe and to play well. So, it has to be trabaho natin as coaches to inform our students to buy the right products. So, thank you, David.
Thank you, coach.
Gerber. Keep
Thank
safe
you, coach.
and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, coach. Ito na, yung back.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, coach. Ingat po.
New today. If so, keep on watching. Stay home, stay safe. Hello everyone, Coach Kevin here, and welcome back to our Milo Summer Tennis Tips for Beginners. Are you guys excited?
We're excited!
Let's go! This is our last and final episode of Milo Summer Tennis Tips. And today we're going to conduct a Milo Summer Tennis Mini Tournament. And this is the perfect time for the students to apply what they learned in the past episodes. Okay, for all the participants, I'm wishing you all good luck. I hope you learned something new today. Keep on practicing.
Stay home, stay safe!
Ayun. So, hello. Yan. So, that's it for this edition of the Filta webinar brought to you by the Philippine Tennis Association and Milo. On behalf of Coach Davey Salano, this is Coach Gerber Mamawal saying good night. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. See you all next Tuesday. And most of all, do not forget to have fun, play tennis, and good night.